Quick update on the Bitcoin chart here for the short time frame. This is going to be a bit of a quick one, so we're going to dive straight into it. Bitcoin is trading here at $70,700, and the question that you're probably wondering about is it still going to $60,000 or is it going to $80,000? And you can leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think happens first, 60K or 80K? Personally, I think we are going towards 60K first. So what we have here is we have our classic range setup where we had the $60,000 low and then we had a reaction high over here at about 72,000. That creates our range, which I have here in blue. And basically the rules of the range is it's going to sweep one of the sides first. And then if it drops back into the range, it tends to target the other side. That's how these ranges work on low time frames, whether it's a 5-minute chart all the way up to 4-hour, the daily, even the weekly chart. So you can see this range has been playing out. We hit that low at the beginning of February. So it's almost a 2-month range here where the price has been chopping. People are getting very frustrated. There's basically not many opportunities to trade, and it's getting very annoying if you depend on volatility. If you try to trade every day, this environment is very, very difficult because there's basically no trend. And all you can do is you can try and catch some extremes of these moves, but you can see it's very choppy, and the most likely outcome for most people trying to trade this, especially on high leverage, is getting chopped up. They think it's going lower, so they short, and then it bounces back up. Then they think it's going higher, they long, and so on and so forth. So that's basically what these ranges do. And the rule of this range is basically you don't want to trade in the middle of the range. You want to wait for the extremes as much as possible because it allows you a more likely entry that's actually going to move. Like, you don't want to be trading like anywhere here in the middle because you can see it's just getting chopped up. So what we have clearly is we have this initial deviation, a drop back to the mid-range, and then we had this final move here higher to Michael Saylor's average entry, just a small tiny tap, getting him back ever so slightly in the green, and before he blinked it was gone again. So 76,000 is the resistance here. It's also obviously this level here on the left, this supply, and now we have dropped back into the range. We dropped back below this blue line, below the 71,500, and the technical target here is still very simply the range lows at 60,000. So we can expect here some moving around. We've had a lower time frame market structure break, so instead of it making higher lows here, we now have a lower low. Right. So what can happen here is after making the lower low, we get a bit of a bounce and you move higher, and that could be a retest here only of the range high before continuing lower, or it could actually sometimes also, it does this quite often, after the market structure break, a retest of the Fibonacci golden pocket, or the 0.70%, which is currently as high as 73,800. So it's also possible, we do get a bit of a squeeze because everyone's betting to the short side, into this Fibonacci golden pocket, maybe fill this fair value gap here before continuing lower. That is the expectation here. So basically anywhere between 71,500 and 73,800 is still perfectly okay as a bounce, and that would still keep our technical target at 60,000. If we start getting above 74,000, it starts to become more questionable if this is still going to drop as this range. And then obviously if we get back above 76,000, then it's going to be more likely that we are going to target 80,000, 86,000, maybe even 90,000. Okay, so it's always about the levels, if then, and you have invalidation points. It's about probabilities, not certainties. It's not about saying with 100% certainty, this is going to $60,000 by next week, and that's guaranteed, and you can bet your entire net worth on it on 50x leverage. Like, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so it's probabilities. As long as we're in the setup, I think the probabilities favor 60K before 80K, but if we start getting above 74,000, it starts to become questionable. Above 76, we're probably going to 80K. So those are the levels. That's how I'm looking at it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think? 80,000 first or $60,000 first? It'll be interesting to see what everyone thinks. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.